Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Chief as always and you guys are joining me for another episode of First Impressions Friday. Now this week I'm taking a look at a new release of a really old game. I'm looking at Titan Quest Anniversary Edition. Now you're wondering to yourself, why are you checking out an old game, Reef? Well, the Anniversary Edition of Titan Quest isn't actually old, it's quite new. It is the original game with the expansion just remade to work on new hardware, on new Windows, and supports new resolutions like full 1080p and all those very tasty things. Also improved graphics, obviously. One thing to take note of though, and yeah, this is a pretty big thing, for a bit of a surprise for me actually. Titan Quest was really popular back then. It had kind of like a cult status, but I never really got into it. Because ironically I was playing too much natural selection at the time, and this is ironic because the lead developer for Titan Quest was Max Maguire, which is one of the founding members for Natural Selection 2's development studio called Unknown Worlds Entertainment, and I think he was also involved in the original modification for Half-Life, so that's pretty fucking cool, I think. Anyway, I'm not starting from a fresh new character. I have started one to check out what the game is like. The beginning stages of the game is really a slow start. It is an action RPG in the style, so kind of like Diablo, just a lot less dark and demons. The game has a more ancient Greece kind of setting to it, which is always good. Combat though is just clicking. There's a few weird things in the game. But I mean, look at this. This is supposed to be a game that's 10 years old, eh? 10 fucking years old. And it still looks quite, let me just get it to move this way. Looks quite good, I think. Sure, there's a few bugs here and there, but it generally really looks good, I think. Or maybe it's just me? No? Yes, maybe? So in this game, in its ancient Greece kind of setting, the Titans, if you don't know your Greek mythology, or what the Greek gods Zeus and Hercules and all those motherfuckers fight it and locked up to keep us safe from them, protect us, or I say us, but the Greeks. But apparently the prisons have weakened and they have escaped. So that is our quest, is to kill the Titans and restore the world and save everything. We are just a nameless hero, which is kind of a lot like in Diablo, because there you are just a nameless hero. The combat though is really pretty simple. It's basically a lot of clicking. Your build depends on leveling. There's quite a few different classes in the game, and you can only get to choose them on your first level up. I went with an Earth Mastery. Currently I have no more skills available. It's basically just your run-of-the-mill Pyromancer Fire Wizard type character. I'm currently using a skill that imbues my weapons and those of my allies with fire and earthy damage. And I can also throw a few fireballs if the need arises, like so. It's pretty underwhelming obviously, because this is just the beginning of the game. Interesting enough, you have to press Alt to actually see items on the ground, and if you don't do that you can't really pick them up. I mean, look here, I'm turning it off and I can't click on the items, so you have to turn it on. It has to be on. And this guy is being punched by these goatee boys. Now, as I've said before, I haven't really ever played Titan Quest, though I do know a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine actually really like this game.
There, I'll admit. Thank the god Hermes you came along.
As in they were quite addicted to it. But I can kind of see why. And even though this, even though this game doesn't look old, it looks kind of new. It still plays like an old game. There's nothing wrong with that though. I think in this day and age where action role-playing games are mostly crappy. I mean, yeah, I'm a bit tired of Diablo, to be honest. Diablo 3 needs quite a few changes to it. in its current state it's a bit boring. Though I don't know if Blizzard even cares about it anymore. Yeah, there has been new updates, but in the past 2 seasons not much has really changed. What does this thing do? It's a Shrine of Thorns. I'm guessing this gives me thorns damage. The Shrine things reminds me of the old Diablo 2. Then again, Diablo 2 was a big inspiration for this game, judging by the combat and everything. The level design is a lot brighter, and it's kind of cool. I don't mind this being all bright and shiny.
You must assist me. A strange illness afflicts many in my town of Tegea, and I was sent to retrieve medicines. I have them in my cart, but now the pass ahead is held by satyrs, led by one of their fierce champions.
Ooh, a fierce champion. Well, that gives me something to do. So I'll try and get rid of this fierce champion satyr, and then end the video right there. Then that should be a pretty decent battle. You can switch in weapons by pressing W. My alternate weapon is a staff that throws fire, which is kind of ironic, I guess. But I don't wanna wait for my life to be over. Oh, this guy is so fucking easy. Oh, we got some brute armor and some stone thingy. Let me just switch back to my axe. Or spear rather, not axe. Okay, let's see, what did we get? We got an brute's armor, which is kind of golden, and we can't use it because we do not have 70 strength. And the stone hammer I can't use because I don't have enough strength or dexterity, which is always nice, you know. Lacking in gives armor more strength and gives more armor. I have pretty shitty armor though, so I don't want to really upgrade it. Probably look into this a bit later. Yeah. I showed you guys the skills tab. I showed you inventory. That's about it really. The game does have a quick loot, but it doesn't really pick up all this crap. I mean, I'm gonna press it now. See, it doesn't do anything. You press A for quick loot. All it does is pick up potions. You have to manually click on gold to pick it up. You have to manually click on anything to pick it up, but you have to have auto activated. Otherwise, you can't fucking loot anything. Stash space is very limited on your character itself, though you can store things in the bank. The game does have a teleport function where you can go quickly to town, kind of like Town Portal in the old Diablo games, and a new one, except you don't need a scroll for this one, so it is more like Diablo 3 than the older ones. But yeah, the game is pretty simple. You have a stash in town, and it supports multiplayer and custom games. So if you have Titan Quest, you want to play it with me, let me know, and we can jam together sometime. In other news, my Panzer Model series is ending soon, along with my Dark Souls series actually. So if you guys have any suggestions or requests for new games you want to see me do a series on, please let me know, and I can look into it. And also to note, the game will be, a link will be available in the description for you guys can get the game. This game was sponsored to me by the fine people at uk.gamesplan.com. I almost forgot to tell you guys that. I have to disclose that thing. But that doesn't really affect my opinion on the game as much, because sometimes if I don't like a game, I don't like a game. But I really think this game doesn't look like a 10-year-old game. Kind of plays like one though, but that's not really a bad thing. But anyway, I will see you guys again next time. Let me know what you guys think of Titan Quest Anniversary Edition in the comment section below. And just by and by, if you did own Titan Quest before, Titan Quest Gold and Titan Quest with the Immortal Throne expansion, then this is a free upgrade for you guys. So, pretty fucking worth it. Anyway, see you guys again next time. Bye bye.